You.
Oh, now we've got Vikings in on
On
blue.
blue,
Storm.
Storm are in on red, and what the foe are in on green.
Alrighty. So this will be interesting. This is more of a Nat style game. One strong, one middle, one weak.
Yes.
And these are the upset. These are the games where upsets can happen.
Yeah. So Storm, their first game when they played red, they did well. They lost to the Sharks, but they did they drop to the Vikings?
They dropped, but it wasn't much in it. That game, that was tight.
Yeah.
Vikings have had one not so great game, one really good game.
One really good game. They took the win off the Sharks. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Straight in. Oh.
Wow. Denied.
Rogers denied as Runt gets green. So a quick start there. So now we see Runtown on attack.
And CV's at home.
CV's at home. So
are they playing 4-1? Or is that Aaron Court? Well, Aaron Court actually might. Aaron Court? No, Aaron Court's sitting, so Mantis is in.
Now I think Blue have dumped. I have a feeling Blue and I have dumped, or they're playing a very loose defense because that red just walked in and
Blue dumped.
Yeah.
Vikings dumped.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain Blue have dumped to green. Now if you do dump to a base, that's an interesting base because it is a busy.
And you really, and it's harder. You don't have a lot of traffic.
A lot of room to walk in there,
but it's working for them. Mantis.
Good base, well done. So that was a good base there from Mantis at green. So yeah, I think we'll have dumped. So this is the
So
it's the third strategy they've tried. So red are going to do what they're going to need to do here. They're just going to slowly cycle this base and get the points of red.
Yep.
It's interesting they're keeping one back solid inside at the moment. That is Kit Kat, I believe.
Yes.
And interesting keeping one solid inside when there's a dump team not at your base. You can probably push a little bit and look for a few extra cheap points because, especially at red, you're going to see.
Unless it hasn't been communicated to Kit Kat that there is a dump on.
It might not have. Or
CV going CV.
So the dump's working at the moment. Now, this is the third strategy Vikings have tried. They've done a 1-4, did a traditional 2-3, and now they've done a dump. So are they just doing a little feel-out strategy for what works at the moment? Or
no, because it's not usual. Tassie has 2 strats.
They adopted the 1-up strategy and got a dice.
I don't think that. I think you're probably just seeing the change in captaincies there and Runt's trying to work out what's working him.
Now, greedy. They've gone over to blue with 2 players there. Interesting if a team's dumped to you to take 2 players out. Get that foot back in the green player.
Master up speaking.
Got my master eyes going. With a little help. But yeah, that's interesting. When you're the team that gets dumped to send 2 out to the empty base, you traditionally...
You don't ever fight for an empty base, people.
Yeah,
never want to see you fight for an empty
base. But also, with a team dumped to you, you can just let the other team get it first, and you can just get the points. But the interesting thing, though, with green is because it's so tight, you can keep 4 home and they're getting just as good points because there's not a lot of points around.
Yeah. Is there a risk now? Vikings are bases up, but their pack points not. Is it a risk here they overcommit to this dump?
That will always happen in a dump. In a dump, you're base focused, and your focus goes away from the points.
And Storm haven't lost focus yet.
Storm haven't. They're getting the points, mind you, no one's at their base, so they've got lots of feeding points at the moment. What they've got to do though, Storm here now, if they play this right, yeah, so they're cycling. So this is cycling.
Glad to see that Brett shot it from a non-primary spot because it was a dumped base.
Yeah, because if anyone ever does float back, they're looking at primary spots, which is not what they want to do. Now, we'll see. Green, here we go. Green gun is in, yeah, and he'll finish. Yeah, so they're done now.
You hold this.
I've seen the Vikings do that, but I also they're still there. So a dump and hold could be a play. Now, a dump and hold, you're almost playing for second.
Yes.
Because the team that you have dumped to and then held, they can then go off and get the bases. Because they're like, oh, well, that team's defending for us. Goodbye. We'll go get 7, 8 bases. And then you can cough up possibly to that team that you've dumped to because you're letting them get bases. But having said that, I think they've gone now. Have they? No, I still see
no, they're still there.
They're still hanging around this. So a dump and hold, an interesting strategy.
Are they just holding for now? Have they miscommunicated and not realised everyone's through? Because they've hit them all pretty much face down, up.
Consistently as well. So, geez, you'd hope they know they've all got it.
Storm is now finishing up their last blue base.
Last blue base, yeah. So, I think Vikings should have gone then.
Yes, because their biggest challenger in this game is Storm.
Because
they are going to handstorm the game soon if they're not careful.
Not so much handstorm. Handstorm again. But what they want to do is though they want to go before green finish blue. Because if they leave it to because they've got to get up there. If they let green finish blue,
yes.
Then green will be we can go up to get blue before them to get red before them, and then if
becomes on the run of who gets red first.
Yeah.
But it plays right into red's hands.
Yeah, but then if they're battling each other, see green now, Storm
are now plugging away at the back of green.
Green's not Storm, Green's foe.
Oh, what the foe, sorry.
So what the foe have done is they've gone, okay, well, let's go up to red and try to hit a couple of red bases.
Yes, because it's going to be the battle of red.
And as we say that, they've got it. So if they get a couple of runs on it red,
Vikings are getting behind.
They can then go down and finish their blues. Blue you're going to get.
Yes.
There's no issues at blue. So if they get a couple of red bases on, they could hopefully they could get a good run on here.
I think have Vikings gone to red yet?
No.
So this is interesting. So yeah, you're right. So they're greener. So Skits is thinking about this very logically. He's playing this smart.
Yeah.
You know,
what you're not going to get lost in though is not losing the pack points, because obviously we're getting a lot of pack points to start. We've got the foe, you've got a whole team there, so you can just point off them. But then, if they do move to green, realizing how to still get those points while not dropping your base to the red to Storm, because Storm are then getting the points. But I still see blue defending at green on the outside. So Vikings are committed to attacking the green base and holding, as I don't see them attacking red. Red's very busy at the moment. And
how good though? Let's Skits is from here. I'm going. Skits knows exactly how he wants to play this game.
Here we go. Yes.
And how good would this be to see what the foe play some chess and take away a big win off two big teams?
If they get the win, that'll be a huge confidence boost for them, because these two teams are ranked above them fairly well, and what the foe being a new team as well. You know, that's after Vikings' last game as well, after taking the win off the Sharks, you don't want them to drop to these two teams.
He's still doing it. I'm going to call it now, Skits. Future, because he's thinking.
Yeah, he's thinking well.
He's double hitting bases.
Yeah,
because he knows blues is easy base.
While they're double hitting base as well, they're also getting the hard base of Storm. See they go again?
Yes. Skits, the future leader of laser tag.
What's the fella having a great game here? Now, Storm.
This is going to be big. Let's go.
Storm might panic here because they've dropped 3 now.
Skits is still going to pick up his blue base.
Now, Skits is going to pick up, and he's always going to get that. Now, there's still a lot of time left. There's still just under 4 minutes left. So, Vikings, they misread this game.
We already have.
But hopefully Skits will...
They're still there. They're what they have.
Hopefully what's...
Skits.
Now, what Skits has got to identify here, though, is that they are far ahead of Storm. If Storm then dumped their base, not to go back and defend it off them, because the Vikings then...
I have confidence after watching. This isn't an easy pick. And it's not an easy pick to know what to do in this situation.
Yes.
And he's done it.
He's done it well.
With a bunch of new players, a bunch of inexperienced players, and he's just comfortable.
Do you know what I've seen, though? I have not seen green defending at green for a while. Blue have been holding defending at green to red. What the foe have just left.
Vikings have now gone to red. It's too late.
No, they're still defending on the outside there. They are still holding at least 2 the green base.
They think that Storm are their risk, and they've underestimated Skits.
They think Storm are the risk, so they say, okay, we'll defend this off Storm because we're ahead of them.
Yeah, they've completely left out the third, not giving them enough credit, and they are now potentially going to drop a game to them.
They're gonna pay for it.
Fatal.
Now, they think they still need to get one more base here to be confident. To be confident of that first place. Now we do see, I think it's
Mum and Skits
Mum and
both
Skits
need
it, and they're all up there. I think they're all up there. Now we see red. Now red is starting to push towards that green because the thing is though, by defending this out from as Storm push more players to green, that makes it easier for the foe to hit red.
Yep.
Because they're overcommitting the defense to green. So by overcommitting the defense to Storm, that'll hand it to what the foe, and we said it could happen, and it's happening. So
they are slowly pulling away there on the pack.
yeah, they're down on pack. They're up on bases.
They're up on bases.
They're up on bases, but pack at the end of the day means nothing.
The Vikings are going to get in. Yeah. And at this point, what the foe don't need to panic. He's got 3 in his hand.
Yeah. Now there is green back down defending. I've just seen it green.
But we've still got Vikings defending green.
Yeah. So they can only defend. They only have to defend with one.
Yep.
Here we go. Oh. Right on rod. That's good for.
So we got a minute to go.
Just
come on,
we're coming up to the minute right now. I think what the foe need to get
Skits. Yep, here we go.
Oh yeah. Now that's almost looked it up because
Vikings can't
get they get red base, and they can only get it once. So and what the foe don't have to worry about shop anymore. They just have to keep Vikings out.
What is going on?
What is going on?
Skits is the captain of the future, ladies and gentlemen. I'm calling it now. He played this and he played out the other 2 teams, not giving him enough credit as a young bloke.
Very well.
And he's absolutely gone, don't play checkers against me. I'm going to give you a check, mate.
He played it well, realising here he goes. He's going to finish. Done, what the foe. That
Skits.
Gentlemen.
Skits and what the foe.
That is the game. That is the game. What a steal. Now Storm could steal the Vikings. They could just run downstairs, realise the time. Your base has gone down. Don't worry about defending it. Run down and try and get a green, but it's now too late. Wow. What the foe. What the foe, everybody.
Well done.
In their 3rd competitive game.
A mix mash team with new players.
New players, different states.
Skits hasn't captained before. So I didn't expect him, and this is where the other team stuff, I didn't expect him to know how to read that game properly. And he did the right thing. He went after the red.
He went after red, then he played it well. Once blue are holding, he just went, we'll go get blue. And we said the Vikings are going to make the mistake by letting them get red. And they did. When Vikings playing for second, we've already talked about it's not a good idea to do that.
It's absolutely.
Maybe they did misread that what the foe weren't going to be difficult for us. But, wow.
No, that's all on Skits. And we can hear some noise from over there.
Yeah,
obviously, they will be excited. And, yeah, we can hear Skits.
What a game from Skits. And the What the Foe team. What a game from Holland. Wow. So, see yet another upset, guys. I like seeing upsets. Well done to What the Foe, taking the game of the Vikings, and Storm. Yeah, Storm got close, but I think they should have committed just a few more to Reddit to the green base at the end.
Yes.
To they would have known they're doing good at points with all of green there, but yeah, they needed that base. So Vikings will be disappointed after the last game, taking a huge win.